Hey, welcome back to another video. So I need to basically like deep clean the kitchen. So there's like a lot of stuff that we don't do on a weekly basis, never mind a daily basis, that's really been like cleaned. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long, but there's a decent list, so we'll see. So my fridge is actually defrosting at the moment because there's like a freezer compartment that doesn't even open. So that's a bit of a nightmare, but I'm going to clean this a little bit because I've already filled up the basin not realising it was starting to defrost. And then I'm going to have to defrost it, but I'm just concerned about the amount of stuff that I've just taken out of the fridge in comparison to how long this will take to defrost. Yeah, I'm really going to have to defrost this because this is just ridiculous. Yeah. Wish me luck. So I'm still trying to defrost the freezer, well, freezer part of the fridge, but I've been using a hairdryer now, which is working a lot better. However, I think it might go on fire. So I'm going to give the hairdryer a little bit of a break because it is really hot. And I mean, I'm not really any further forward, however it is working a lot quicker. I'm going to give the washing machine a clean because the drawer's a bit minky. So I'll clean that whilst I'm waiting for the hairdryer to cool down. So I think I'm just going to have to keep going back to it rather than doing it all at once. But I was hoping I could do it all at once so that I could get the stuff back in the fridge. But I think it might be okay. We'll see. But yeah, I'll go and clean that now and I'll show you how I do that as well. So this is far too hard to film, but basically I'm going to go in with this scooter. I think I'm going to put gloves on because this is pretty rank. But yeah, I'm just going to go in with a sponge, potentially a toothbrush as well, but it's really hard trying to film it at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll update you afterwards as to how I clean the inside of this bit as well. Okay, so hopefully you can see that a bit better now that I've put the flash on. So it's definitely a lot cleaner. I mean, there's a couple of bits that I couldn't get into, but I'm not overly concerned about it, like this wee corner and stuff, but it's not really a big deal. Those pen marks must have been on those on there from the manufacturer, so can't get them off either, but the main parts are clean, which is the main thing. What I did was I just used the soft side of the sponge. So I just used this part of the sponge, and then a couple of times I used that, but I found that this was easier at getting in. and then I just use some of the water from the basin as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of these soda crystals down the drain of the washing machine, and then I'm going to mix that and pour a couple of sprays of white vinegar spray, and that just allows it to sort of clean out the tubing and stuff, and then I'll just put it on like a drum clean or something, and that'll help sort of clean out the washing machine as well. So I'm still trying to defrost this freezer or fridge with a part of a freezer. You wouldn't think for such a small space that it would take this long. I mean, that's now, I would say 3.5 hours at least I've been trying to defrost that, and I'm still sitting with like big chunks of ice on it. Really I want to defrost it so that it's completely gone, because every other time I've ever defrosted it I've only done it so that I could get the door open, but then within a couple of days it's jammed again. And we don't use it, so we only use the actual fridge. So I'm hoping that if I take all the ice away, it'll either last longer or it won't come back. But it's just taking forever, and I mean, I've been doing that with a hairdryer, but I'm trying to not break the fridge. I mean, I've turned it off, and then I'm using the hairdryer, but I mean, the hairdryer's overheating and stuff, so I'm just trying not to set a fire at the same time because it is really warm. But I'm just hoping that that'll be done before dinner time, because I really can't be bothered anymore. So I just thought, rather than mucking about with a hairdryer trying to do that, I'll start on other things as well. One thing I wanted to mention, when I cleaned the washing machine earlier on using like the dish sponge, if you do that, make sure you bin the sponge afterwards. I'm going to bin mine, but I'm just kept it out the now just in case there's extra things that I need to clean, but I've replaced it in terms of like the one for the dishes, so they're completely away from each other. But yeah, just in case that's something you're doing, please don't clean your things that you eat with that sponge again, because it's not clean. But yeah, I'm just going to sort of do like clean the door and the cupboards and then the splashback tiles that I've got, and I'm just going to use the Flora to do that. So it's just the same scent that I had earlier on, which is the lime and mandarin. So I'm just going to start doing that. I've just mixed it with hot water, and then it tells you obviously on the back of the bottle as well, like the dilution and things. So I've done all that, but that's just what I'm going to go ahead and do now. So, Mr. Fitz came home and has fixed the freezer. By the way, that looks so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that without ice in it.
The fridge?
Aye. So yeah, he's fixed it. I don't care how, but he's fixed it. So I'm just going to quickly clean it and then put that stuff back in, and then all the food, because this has been about 7 hours. Nah, it's not. It's been about 4 or 5 hours trying to defrost it. So I'm just going to chuck that on. Liam's being noisy as ever. Just going to clean the microwave now, so I'm going to clean it with this Osmo fridge and microwave cleaner. This stuff you can get it at B&M, it's actually like amazing. So you basically just spray it in the microwave and then leave it for a few minutes, and then you just wipe everything. So it's great at getting like rid of smells and stuff. That's why I like it, because anytime we use a microwave it stinks, even though it's relatively clean. So I'm just going to give it a wee clean up. So that's me finally finished everything that was to get cleaned today in the kitchen. So it took about 6.5 hours, I think. But then obviously I had a break in between when I had a mental breakdown with the bloody hairdryer. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be doing like a deep clean of my bathroom as well soon, so that'll be another video that goes up, so I hope you enjoy. And again, like usual, if you've got any recommendations for any videos that you would want to see, then please just pop them down in the comment section below. Thank you.